Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you're here and I'm glad to be here. But let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Well, we won't be talking about you and me unless we've had sex before. I may be disclosing one of these stories, but you know me, I don't name drop unless there's consent to name drop. But I'm not going to name drop. So yeah, anyway, we're going to be talking about sex, okay? We're going to be talking about sex. Because sex, we all have a bit of sex, don't we? Yes, we do. So basically, I wanted to hit this from a bit of a different angle because I've always had quite a masculine outlook on sex. Like, a part of me has been very easy to take my feelings away from the sex and just have sex and it be, do you know what I mean? It can just be sex. And I know a lot of females can't do that. But I am learning, especially in my last few years of living, where I am craving a really deep human connection. But I'm gonna give you a bit of a recap, not even a recap, like a bit of a review, a quick summary on like my experience with sex. So I was exposed to it at a very young age in fact. My first few sexual experiences were actually with females. Not a lot of people know that, but fuck it, we're being real here. And then, yeah, like at a very young age, like even pre-teens, like I was having sex. And I think for me, that allowed me to like create that separation with it not being such a human connection. Like obviously it is a human connection, but I just used it in a very animalistic way. So it was like sport to me. I'd have one night stands all the time and it was just boring. It was absolutely boring. I've always said that the best sex I have is when I have like a deep connection with someone, but for me, it's really hard for me to find someone that I actually connect with on a mental level. So, and then like I used to have in my head, oh yeah, but I need sex. And in reality I don't. I can fuck myself better than 90% of the men out there. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not even, that's not even me gassing you right now. That's a fact. F-A-C-T. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me now, obviously it's a lot more of a deeper it's a deep connection that I do want to have with someone, but it needs to be someone that like sets my brain on fire before they set my pussy on fire. Do you know what I'm saying? In a good way, do you know what I mean? None of that thrush and all that. I know from because I was exposed to it from so young, and like I was ashamed to tell my mum about it because at the time like I shouldn't have been having sex. Do you know what I mean? Like you just wouldn't. And I do feel like if I was honest with my mum, because I'm really close with her, and like we could have had like a proper discussion and I would have understood like the power of being a female and the fact that I shouldn't just be giving like myself away like that to like people who aren't worthy of knowing me like that. So a part of me, like, I don't feel ashamed of my past because it shaped me into who I am now, and I've learned like so many amazing things. And like I've had sex with some shit people and I've had sex like one night stands with some absolutely fucking fantastic people. Do you know what I mean? So I don't feel bad for it, to be honest. Like when I was young and doing all that, like there was so many like older girls looking down on me and I was just like, yeah, well, I'm just doing my thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I've always kind of been like that, and it just made me laugh because when I like started getting into relationships and, you know, really prioritizing myself, and obviously like my relationship with my partner, like as I've said previously, I've always been loyal, always fucking will be. Like I'm just that gal. And yeah, they started all being hoes, innit? So I was just like, oh yeah, look how the fucking tables are turned, and look how they have sex. So yeah, like my advice to any young females would be, do not just fucking have sex with men. Make them fucking work for it, man. And I don't just mean like make it a game. They need to work for it, as in if they really do value you as a person, then you let them inside you. Do you know what I'm saying? If they're just trying to chase you for the cat, let them keep running around in circles, innit? Because they don't fucking deserve you like that. That's all I'm gonna say, yeah? Because you'll be having sex with guys to make them want to like you, and they will literally fuck you and chuck you. So just sort your shit out. Do you know what I mean? You should not be in a place where you're like, oh, if I have sex with this guy, maybe he will like me. Like, nah. If you're even thinking like that, he doesn't like you. I'm sorry, but he doesn't. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying he probably likes you, as in like he thinks you're buff and that, you know. And if you want to, it's hard because if you want a friends with benefits situation, then they do tend to go quite well. I've had a few of those and it's been great, but they've lasted a long time. And then one of us catches feelings and it just ends up in a fucking disaster. Someone does get hurt. So obviously I'm trusting you to analyse your situation and know what's best for you. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying from like my perspective, like if you are really digging a man and he's digging you, he will fucking wait. Do you know what I mean? He will wait. It's literally that simple. Yes, that was a little bit about my background. I'm going to talk about flexing, yeah? And I don't just mean boom, boom, muscle, muscle, pow, pow. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be talking about, do you know when you start chatting to someone, yeah? And it's like, it is sexual at first, okay? Like, I'm not going to lie. A lot of my past has been like quite sexual, so I normally lead my sexual foot because that's what I'm comfortable with, whereas now, like what I was previously comfortable with, but now I'm like, nah, my brain's beautiful, so I don't need to lead with sex anymore, which is nice, because, you know, that's coming from a place of self-love right there. But I used to always lead with sex, and I can tell the amount of times that guys would gas me, and be like, yeah, oh, you ain't gonna know what's hit ya. You know, I'm gonna have you squirting everywhere. By the way, no one's ever made me squirt, so oh, I'm gonna have you squirting everywhere, and I'm gonna work you, bro. And you get down to it, yeah, and it's dead. Nothing but sheer disappointment. And you know what? I used to be one of them girls, yeah. I used to fake my orgasms. And I feel ashamed to say that. I actually feel ashamed to say that, because like I'd be shouting down my house and shit, just like, get like in my head I'm like, obviously like I'm faking it, but in my head I'm thinking, just get the fuck off me and go, man, because you're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. I'm like, have you come to? Yeah, it's like, cool, pack your bags and go. You know what I mean? Leave. But yeah, I refuse to fake orgasms, and girls, do not fucking do it. Do not fake orgasms, yeah, because the last movie that I went to, I never thought of it like this for some reason. I just thought, like, you know, I don't want to make them feel bad. I just kind of want to get them the fuck off me. Do you know what I mean? But now I'm like, I couldn't fake an orgasm, because if you fake orgasms, you're stroking their ego and you're making them think that they're doing a fantastic job. So they're going to then go to the next girl and think, yeah, like I'm going to fuck like how I fucked Shannon, because like she had a wicked orgasm, you know, and I know I can fuck. In reality, they're not learning anything. Do you know what I mean? They're not learning. And obviously there's only so much you can coach a person. Like if I'm having a one night stand, like I ain't going to sit there and coach you, brother. I want to get mine and I want to bounce. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't be faking orgasms, girls. We can't be stroking these men's egos. They ain't worth it. They need to learn. They need to learn how to work a woman. And I'm tired of these selfish lovers. Like, I'm selfless in the bedroom, yeah. More time, I am very, very selfless. You know what I mean? Like, I'm all about the man. Like, I'm like, let me show you how it's done. Let me work you, boo. Do you know what I mean? Because I know I can give you pleasure. And like, it kind of makes me feel a bit powerful. So I like doing that. But now I'm like, no, but and then the people, like, that's because the man's a selfish man. The men that I've dealt with that are selfless, oh my God. Yeah, that's been a good time. A very good time. Do you know what I'm saying? So you like, just a fucking selfish man. If you're a man and all you care about is getting yours, if you're basically using a woman's vagina to have a wank, you need to fuck off. Do you know what I mean? You need to learn some respect. And you need to learn how to pleasure a woman, because you're not going to learn it from porn. You're going to learn it from analysing a beautiful woman in front of you and just touching her, feeling her, seeing what works for her, let her direct you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you need to be doing. And girls, just I kind of went off a tangent, but like, girls, don't flex these men either, because I've been in plenty of positions, yeah, where like I'm like gassing up this dude and I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna grind on that dick and all this shit, yeah, and it comes down to it, right? And like, for some reason, you know, when like you're just trying to have sex with someone and it's just the rhythm's not there, it's just not working, do you know what I mean? And then I'm like, oh, I gassed you, I'm sorry, I very much underperformed, and I won't be seeing you again, bye. So girls, don't do it either. Do you know what I mean? Just don't even fucking sex people. Like, maybe like a cheeky, like naughty little message. Like, don't even get, I love sending nudes. Like, if I'm digging someone and I'm seeing someone, like I'm gonna drop a few bangers, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yes, look at me. And I don't think there's anything shameful about doing that. Like, I've been sending nudes since day, innit? And everyone's like, oh my God, what if it get leaked? And I'm like, you best believe I'm never going to send an ugly nude. My shit gets leaked. Do you know what I mean? Watch me gain like 1 million followers. But you got to send it with that sort of confidence, innit? There's always that risk. But you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Do you know what I mean? Fucking whatever. But yeah, just don't fucking flex, man. And you keep the sexting to a minimum, because you're going to have these standards. You're going to have these expectations. Do you know what I mean? Not standard. You should have standards, obviously. But you're going to have these expectations and more time. You're going to be let down. So just don't put yourself up to it. Just don't. Just sit there, you know, feel the person, feel the vibe, light some candles, you know, get a bit wet, put the vibes on. Oh, yeah. Do you know what I mean? And then get down to the dirty. Ladies, as I've obviously expressed, I've had quite a few one-night stands, and I'm not ashamed of it. And you know what? I've had a few people. I'd never do this now, to be fair. Like, don't disclose my number to anyone, yeah. Because one, you don't need to fucking know. That's my private life. That's my business, yeah. Two, majority of the damage I've done before I was even like 15. So, yeah. Class me as a hoe, call me whatever you want, but that was fucking nearly a decade ago. So go with yourself. I'm over it. And like, three, if you're vibing with someone and you're digging someone, that shit shouldn't matter. What matters is their values and their morals that they have at that present time. People change, people evolve. That's what the fuck we're here to do. So don't let a man ever try guilt shaming you into telling him your number. You don't need to fucking share that. And two, own your fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? Because at the moments in time, that's what you wanted. You wanted to do that. Do you know what I mean? So do it. As long as you're not like fucking people's boyfriends and like being a home wrecker, just do your thing and enjoy yourself. And obviously cheating on your man, you can't be doing them things there. But like, just do you, man. Because I've done some people dirty in the past. You know what I mean? Like, I've hurt some people. You know, I've slept with people's boyfriends, and it's oh shit. Just don't fucking do it. You know what I mean? I've obviously learned from my mistakes, and I wouldn't do it again. Like, no. And I'm actually like, I like having a clean conscience, which I think is why I'm so honest. Because I like, you know, when you get that shit out there, you do feel better for it. But like, I had to go through all that shit to realise, like, yo, like, you can't be doing that. Like, you need to have some sort of standards. And sometimes it was just awkward. Like, it would be guys that I thought were single, and then I'd find out, like, you know, they have a girlfriend, and I'd feel so bad. And then some, like, before that, like, when I was just ruthless, when I was younger, like, I'd knowingly do it. Do you know what I mean? And that's just ratchet, man. You just don't do that. No. And you know, I've never slept with someone to be like, slept with a man to be like, ha 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 to his girl, innit? I'd never do that. It was just me being really lustful when I was younger and just like thinking with my vagina, pretty much. But yeah, you just need to be cautious, man. I'd always talk about sharing that sexual energy with people, and like, you might think, oh my god, she's fucking gassing. I ain't fucking gassing, yeah? It's important who you share that sort of energy with. It is very important. And it's like, that shit lingers with you, man. It lingers. Do you know what I mean? So you just be fucking careful. Safe sex is key. Key as well, man. Wrap your things up. If you ain't with someone, like, as in you are his girlfriend or she is your girlfriend, you know, wrap your shit up. Because you don't know where people are dipping nowadays. People would be double dipping on the same night. No, you gotta be careful and be going for them checkups, man. I'm paranoid. Like, I'm literally paranoid. Like, if like, obviously I do use protection now, but that, like, say there is an occasion where I haven't, do you know what I mean? I swear to God, I'm straight at the clinic because I'm paranoid, man. Ever since, like, obviously if you watched my manipulation and control vlog, ever since my first like long-term boyfriend gave me chlamydia, obviously my boyfriend of like 2.5, 3 years gave me chlamydia, I'm hot on that shit. Hot on it. I'm like, if my fucking man gave me it, like, God, what, this is fucking randomer. Well, not randomer. I never just have sex with random people. You know, I do know them and I do chat to them for a while prior to sex with them. But it normally isn't one night stand because I'm like, I ain't going back there, you shit. Do you know what I mean? See you later, babe. Bye. But anyway, I hope you had a fucking pad and pen out for that, because I just dropped some knowledge for you there. I probably, if I'm honest, this is a subject that I love talking about. If you ask anyone that I went to school with, like, I'm gonna drop this knowledge for you. I'm gonna drop it. Do you know? And just to be clear, I drop it not to preach, but so you guys can learn from my mistakes. Learn. Yeah, so you'll probably see more about this for sure. And yeah, I'd like to big up Beatrix on Insta for my lashes, because I absolutely love them. I fucked up the thread a little bit on this one, but they still look fucking fire, and they're just strips. And I don't normally fuck with strips, but these look good. So big up Beatrix. I'm gonna at her right there. Go follow her. Love that. And yeah, guys, just carry on being bad bitches, being bad men, but good men. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'll see you soon. Well, you'll see me soon. I do it every time, Shannon. You'll see me soon.
I know you want to hit that button.